Hey y'all, it's your girl Lunar, back again with another set of videos. So, I'm working on the monthly zodiacs for the month of October. Meow. So, as you can see, I got my Halloween costume on. Sexy black kitty. But this is my go-to, well, the cat ears, a little bit makeup. Is usually my go-to thing for Halloween. But anyway, so the sign we are working on today is Leo. Just know I do have your Instagram story down in the description below, so just click right on the link or head on over to Instagram or Facebook and watch the full thing. So while I was doing the Instagram videos, I already came up with the YouTube names for all the monthlies. Some of them kind of went through two different names before I settled on one specific one. But y'all's is called I Do Me. And I'll tell you why. Well, I'll tell you why after I show you, the cards that came through. For Leo. So, you have Dionysus for freedom. And the spirit animals that came through is Rhino spirit, overcoming any obstacle. So all your animal spirits came up sideways. Eagle spirit, spirit has your back. And lastly, Wasp spirit, sometimes life stinks. Now, I describe Dionysus as being another one of Zeus's many offsprings outside of marriage. And Dionysus is the party god. So he's the god of wine, parties, orgies, all that good stuff. He's the lit god. Get lit. He's one of them. But the thing is, he's known as Zeus's other children, and he don't want that on him. He's his own person, and any person don't want to be known as, oh, you such and such kid. Nah, I'm my own person. I got my own thing. Leave it like that. Call me by my name. I got my own identity. I work for this. This is me. This is what I do. You're gonna remember me for this and only this. Remember that. And I talked about how y'all was going through battles after battles, dealing with a lot of struggles, because you trying to identify yourself as your own person instead of being known as just this or that. Getting that certain label stuck on you and you can't get out of it. Like, I'm not that, I'm me. That's why I called y'all I Do Me. Simple, right? It really is. And it's like, whatever you do, you got people backing you all the way. And life do suck from time to time. Like, we really didn't ask to be up in this predicament, but yet here we are, So this is what we gotta do. But we're gonna get started with the deep dive in tarot, and we'll talk some more. Alright? So I'll be right back with that. See ya. Welcome to the deep dive in tarot for the sign Leo. I'll give you some time to look at that. Alright, now we're going to move this off to the side like so. Boom, boom. Put this in the middle. Plus, say hello to the Witch's Tarot deck. Hello. Alright. So, it's all about you. I like when stuff comes out easy. So, we have Ace of Wands, Six of Cups, I'm really starting to love sideways cards sometimes. I really do. Seven of Wands, Four of Cups, King of Cups, the Star card, Five of Wands, Ten of Wands, the Hanged Man, Strength, the Empress, Three of Wands, the Magician, Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor, Ten of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Justice, Seven of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Shadow side, Knight of Cups, Four of Swords, the Tower card, Six of Swords, Page of Wands, Temperance, the Sun card, Three of Swords, the Hermit, Five of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, the Wheel of the Year, and Three of Pentacles. So, let me start off by saying this. You know, I grouped all the zodiacs with their elements. So all the fire signs together, all the air signs together, all the earth signs together, and all the water signs together. And you want to know why I did that? Because sometimes you need to be with your own element to refuel one another. Because each of y'all strengthens one another. You have the cardinal Aries that pushes things. You got the fixed Leos, the fixed, the stubborn fire that doesn't want to move anywhere. And then you got the mutable Sagittarius that who knows how to go with the flow. And the thing is, we have all three that pops up in this reading. Y'all draw strength from one another. One is the child, one is the teenager, one is the adult. And y'all each can learn from one another to strengthen yourselves to the high level of eternal fire. Okay? And I'm gonna make sure I mention this in all of these signs when I do this. But you need to gather yourselves, relook at things, because y'all in the opposite signs, and the opposite signs reflects the other side of y'all as well. So Aries, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Sagittarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leos and Aquarius, Virgo and Pisces. All of y'all can learn something from each other, and it's a jump back and forth. Some of y'all got similar traits, and it's all a matter of meeting in the middle. But the point I'm getting across, Leos, right now you in opposite sign territory, and I mentioned this in September 1. It was like a restless energy going into the opposite signs because you wasn't sure how it was going to affect you, because Libra season kind of give you that unknown factor. It's like you was a skittish cat and you wasn't sure how you was going to prevail, but somehow you prevailing because you taking these two, this Ace of Wands and the Six of Cups, you taking this energy right here and reflecting on things, really internalizing a lot of emotions, a lot of memories, a lot of traumas that you could have, and just processing it and trying to slowly get rid of them so you can move forward with your life instead of being stuck in that same unbreakable circle over and over again. Because you are a warrior. You know how to be strength. You know how to stand tall. You are the mighty lion. But sometimes even a wounded lion have to go away from the pride so they won't see the weakness of that lion. And it's okay to have those weaknesses. Everybody got weakness. You don't have to always be at the top all the time. It's okay to know when to bow out gracefully and take time for yourself. That's all this boils down to. Learn to know how to bow out where it needs to bow out. Take those rests, take those breaks, get those spiritual enlightenment. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, family. Like, have those breakthroughs so you can be whole. In a sense, you can walk away from the past and leave it as that. That's one chapter that you've done and finished with. Let's move on to something else. Endless work through. And you can shift the narrative of your own story, how it needs to be. And these because I've been loving reading cards sideways. Even with these cards coming up sideways, this energy can work. This energy can work for you or against you. And it's a matter of figuring that out yourself. Know when you having too much alone time and knowing when you have enough alone time. Knowing enough where you can teach and when you need to be taught. Knowing when you have that balance of rest. I'm trying to think of the word for it. Rest and fight. Or knowing when you have a little bit too much of one more than the other. Like, you always got to fight at every turn that comes up. And you don't have to do that. And going through a heartbreak or even going through a mental breakthrough on a creativity. Knowing when you should move. And if you don't move, then you know you're going to get burned in that situation. So knowing when to run and knowing when to stay. That's what being a true warrior is about. You can do you, but you got to know when to fight, when to stand, and when to flee. I'll say that again. Knowing when to fight, knowing when to stand, knowing when to flee. And it's different situations for each of those. But it's a matter of you knowing which one. And at the same time, seeing the sun card and the strength card in the one, for me, this is like checking oneself, even. Taking time to spend time with the inner child, learning to let go of the cockiness, the ego, and coming through as your authentic self. Knowing when your ego's playing a part, knowing when your intuition's playing a part, knowing when your mind's playing a part, and when how all three blends together as one, you know. Knowing when you can bring stuff, conjuring something, or knowing when you're being tricked, knowing when you're talking too much, like finding a balance between all of that, knowing where you got to speak, knowing where you said too much. Bottom line, knowing when enough is enough, even for you. Like, you don't have to wear so many hats all the time. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to have a down moment. This opposite sign season is going to be unlike anything we have ever seen before. Libra season definitely started off weird by me. It doesn't even feel like a true air season, even though it's cardinal air, but it doesn't have its, what's the word, like vibrancy. It's more like a rustic color. It's been burning too long almost. Things are too foggy around, and it's just something else we haven't seen, and we all taking all of this in stride as it comes. But at the end of the day, people are all wondering when it's going to be back to normal. I'm sorry, I don't even see no normalcy in sight, and I don't even think we really even knew what normal was. I said that some time ago, but anyway, moving forward. But the numbers that's going to pop up the most are going to be threes, because I think the only three that didn't pop up was the Three of Cups. That was the only one that didn't pop up in this reading. And if you have to focus on your community, even friends around you, definitely spend time focusing on that. I'm going to mention this as well, like, make sure you tighten up your own circle, your own energy, yourself. Like, continue doing you, but make sure your own friends that are around you are there for you and not for themselves. Like, they make sure that they're not using you to get their own leg up in the world. Make sure everybody who's there is there because for them, you helping them as much as they are helping you. Okay, keep that in mind as well when you doing you and you're going through the changes that you're going through on an emotional, mental, and physical level. Okay, because you're going to definitely see a difference in how you speak to yourself, how you engage with other people, all of that. So how you do you right now is definitely going to set you up for how November is going to be when November kicks in. Okay, but this is all I have to say for y'all. Like, continue doing you, and you're going to be fine. Like, continue sorting out what you have to sort out your friends, work on creativity, work on your communication, work on whatever needs to be worked on during this time. And whatever doesn't pop up this year, definitely look forward to planting seeds right now so it can come up into next year or the years after that. So definitely keep that in mind, because I forgot to mention this wheel of the year, because we coming up, especially if you are a witchy person, the new year for the witchy year is coming up for October 31st, November 1st time. So, Samahan. Sahami. I'm trying to remember how to pronounce it. But anyway. But yeah. Be on definitely, if you celebrate that new year, what's the name, definitely look on the bright side of that. And especially if you think about the calendar year, we kind of have 3 different new years. Technically 4. 3 or 4, however you look at it. Well, whatever. But yeah. No, it actually is 4. Because your birthday, the new year, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, October 31st, and the Zodiac New Year. And Chinese New Year too. So technically 5. Interesting, I never put that together till now. Huh. Okay. Fun fact for the end of this video. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. I love you, Leos. And I will definitely see y'all in the next set of videos. Bye.